It's track reviews.
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well with all this insanity going on in the world right now, including Lil Uzi Vert has decided to quickly drop the deluxe edition of Eternal Take, which essentially means he has turned the album into 2 albums. This project is now 32 songs, 1 hour and 45 minutes long, and essentially what he has thrown into the mix here is, and I don't know if this is like a weird workaround or an agreement with the label or a way to pump the numbers of the same album up further or something, I'm not sure. But he's pretty much released another project, Lil Uzi Vert versus the World 2, and now that track list is stacked upon the original track list of Eternal Take, so it's kind of a double album. I'm going to cover a song from the record to give myself a bit of a taster before I embark on a further dissection of everything that has been offered here on Lil Uzi Vert versus the World 2. We're going to give a shot to the song Myron, the opening track from this series of newly released songs. Before I get into that, I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, good people over at The Ridge. They make these awesome, nifty, minimalist metal wallets that fit nicely in your front pocket. Hit up the link down below. Use promo code MELON, get 10% off. And yeah, Lil Uzi Vert, Myron. Let's give the track a try. Let's see if the aesthetics, the flows, the lyrics of what Uzi is presenting here are much different than what he's already put out there on Eternal Take. They may be, they may not be. I guess we'll see. Ba-bam. Okay, that was Myron, Lil Uzi Vert. Once more, like a lot of the content from Eternal Take, I feel like Uzi hasn't really given us much to chew over here. I think there's some aspects of this song that I think are an improvement upon a lot of what's on Eternal Take, and there are some aspects that I think are a little underwhelming or even disappointing. What I will say is that the production is a bit clearer on this track, and the vocals are a lot more crisp, a lot more defined. The whole thing doesn't really sound quite as muddy as many tracks from Eternal Take did, so, you know, that's good. Production improvements, mixing improvements are certainly good. But still, having said that, there's nothing really aesthetically out there or crazy or space like. At least some of the weird vocal samples throughout some of the tracks on Eternal Take were kind of ear-grabbing and unique for a trap song. The instrumental here, the vocal style, the flow, the effects, I can't really say are all that atypical for the genre right now. In fact, it's all pretty basic, and I feel like this song is yet another example of how little Uzi's style and delivery has changed over the past few years. It's like he's still creatively just spinning his wheels in the mud and not really going anywhere. So while, once more, the instrumental isn't quite as shoddy, the mix isn't as messy as it sounded generally on Eternal Take, I think this song over here is a move toward just, I guess, a more basic aesthetic. Meanwhile, Uzi's flows are pretty typical. Lyrical content is a lot of the same fucking diamonds, designers, that sort of thing that you usually catch on an Uzi song. There were some elements of Uzi's flow and delivery that reminded me of Lil Wayne at points, but Uzi is nowhere near on the same lyrical level that Wayne is. I mean, Wayne has one-liners for days. Uzi doesn't really have anything in terms of, like, you know, wit or you know, and any kind of clever anything when it comes to the words he chooses for his songs. His delivery and inflection on the track does get pretty aggressive around the bridge point of the song. There are a few flow change-ups here and there, but for the most part, that is a pretty repetitive flow that he does to death by the time the song is over. So not really sure what else you guys might want me to say about this one. It's another very basic, impersonal song that is a very plainly produced from Lil Uzi Vert, who at this point, in my opinion, artistically is falling way behind his contemporaries in terms of doing anything interesting in this lane. Like, once more, this sounds like something that might have been cutting edge 4 years ago, 5 years ago, but at this point, like, we're at this point, we're past this point. We are past this point. So, yep, Myron, Lil Uzi Vert. I will most likely be saying more about the deluxe edition tracks of this project, but as of right now, they're not looking that interesting, based on now having heard this song anyway. But I'm sure you guys will let me know what you think down in the comments. Did you love this track? Did you hate it? Why? What do you think I should review next? And I will catch you in the next video. Anthony Fantano, Lil Uzi Vert, Myron, forever.